One of the deepest pain in marriage is discovering that someone you trusted have hurt you deeply. Betrayal changes everything. The love may still exist, but the safety, trust, and emotional peace suddenly feel broken. So, can trust ever truly return after betrayal? Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the LoveLab Podcast with Emmanuel Hannah, where we talk about marriage, relationships, family, and everyday lessons that help love grow stronger. If you are new here, kindly subscribe, like this video, and join our growing community where we have honest conversation about healthy love, healing, and emotional growth. Today, we are talking about something deeply emotional and very sensitive: building trust after betrayal in marriage. Betrayal in marriage can come in different forms. It may be infidelity. It may be dishonesty, emotional betrayal, broken promises, financial secrecy, or repeated disrespect that damages emotional safety. And honestly, betrayal changes a relationship deeply, because when trust breaks, people no longer feel emotionally safe the same way. The pain is not only about what happened. The pain is also about realizing the person I trusted on most hurt me. And that emotional pain can affect the entire foundation of the marriage. One important truth couples must understand is this: trust does not magically return because someone apologizes. Apologies matter. Remorse matters. But rebuilding trust requires consistent effort over time, because betrayal creates emotional wounds, and emotional wounds need patience, honesty, accountability, and healing. Many people say, "I already said sorry. Why are you still hurt?" But healing is not a switch. Pain does not disappear overnight simply because words were spoken. One of the biggest mistakes people make after betrayal is wanting forgiveness without accountability. Real healing begins when the person who caused the pain becomes fully honest about their actions, not defensive, not manipulative, not blaming the other person. Accountability sounds like, "I hurt you. I understand why you feel broken. I am willing to rebuild what I damaged." Healing cannot happen where truth is constantly avoided. Another important truth is this: the person who was hurt also needs emotional space to process the pains. Sometimes people expect immediate forgiveness because they are uncomfortable with guilt. But rebuilding trust takes time. There may be fear, anger, emotional triggers, sadness, and moments of emotional distance. That does not always mean the marriage is hopeless. Sometimes it simply means the heart is trying to feel safe again. After betrayal, transparency becomes very important, not as punishment, but as part of rebuilding emotional safety. Trust grows where honesty becomes consistent again. Small action begins to matter. Keeping promises, open communication, emotional consistency, honesty about actions and intentions. Trust is rebuilt through repeated safe behavior over time. One difficult truth is this: in marriage, A marriage cannot heal if only one person is trying. Rebuilding trust requires effort from both people. One person must genuinely work to rebuild trust, and the other person must eventually decide whether healing and forgiveness are emotionally possible for them. Because healing forced by pressure is not healing. And let's be honest, some betrayers leave deep emotional scars. Some people begin to question, was any of it real? Can I ever feel safe again? Will I ever trust fully again? These questions are real. And healing requires compassion, not shame. Because betrayal can deeply affect emotional confidence and security. Another important thing people misunderstand is forgiveness. Forgiveness does not always mean pretending nothing happens. Forgiveness means choosing not to live permanently in bitterness. But rebuilding trust still requires changed behavior. Because word alone cannot build broken trust. Consistency does. And this is a very honest truth. Some marriages survive betrayals and become healthier through healing, accountability, counseling, honesty, and emotional growth. Why some marriages do not recover is because the damage is beyond repairable and accountability never happened. Every situation different, and people should never be shamed for the emotional decision they make concerning their healing and peace. But if there is genuine remorse, genuine accountability, consistent change, emotional honesty, and willingness from both people, healing can happen. Slowly, painfully sometimes, but genuinely. Because trust may break suddenly, but rebuilding it requires patience, consistency, and emotional maturity. Thank you for listening to the LoveLab Podcast with Emmanuel. Do you believe trust can fully return after betrayal in marriage? And always remember, healthy love is possible, healing is possible, and emotional honesty matters. This is the LoveLab Podcast with Emmanuel Hannah. Thank you.